right, headed to pick up our Azure Standard order for this month. So we are ready. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Hello, y'all. This container of yogurt we dropped on the way in the house, so I'm just unloading everything and trying to clean that up before we get started. I'm so happy to have you here in my kitchen today.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, Time with Lauren. Today is my monthly Azure Standard haul. So we just got home from picking it up and I'm gonna show you what we got. This was, I think, this was under $200, which is a very small Azure Standard haul for me. Typically I order around $300 to $400 a month, and then sometimes it can be a lot more if I'm getting like a bunch of grain or something. But for the most part, I have probably almost a year's worth of grain for our family. So now I'm just refilling buckets, and I'm only needing to order like 50 pounds at a time versus a couple hundred to build my stock up. All right, so I also picked up my mom's order because she wasn't able to make it this time due to a funeral. So she didn't get that much this time either. Normally for my family of 6, we would go through a 20 or 25 pound, it's 20 pound a box of apples a month, but my mom wanted to get some. They really liked the Pink Lady apples, and they don't need a whole 20-pound box, and she doesn't want to have to preserve any right now because she still has plenty of apple products preserved from last year. So we split this with her. This will last us. We can stretch it because it is summer, so we can get other produce. Like when I go to Costco, I will probably grab some other produce. So this will last, but in the fall for us, we go through about a case a month. So we will split these apples for this month, and then I will probably order us another case for next month. And if when I mentioned we made our apple products, we don't always can for just 1 year. If we have an abundance of something, then we will can and process and make shelf stable as much as we can. And so for instance, 2 years ago, we were able to get very high quality and lots of peaches. This last year, I had a brand new baby and we were not able to get those peaches. So thankfully, the peaches we preserved 2 years ago from 2022, we still have plenty of. So you don't have to just can for the year ahead. You can can for 2 years ahead. And as long as your seals stay sealed on your jars, then your product is safe. Now, things in nutrition will degrade over time, but you still have a high quality product, probably better than what you could get from the store. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, my mom bought this, but we're splitting it. So we got this, and then my mom ordered a container of molasses. I also buy this, but I buy it by the gallon, and I just refill my littler container. And then she got more of our favorite honey. Also got this big 5-pound bag of dried Bing cherries. These are like a sweet black cherry, and they are pitted and dried, so sort of like a raisin, like a dried fruit. But these were such a good price. I tried to order them as well, but they didn't fulfill that portion of my order, so there wasn't enough. So we really like dried cherries in our granola, and my parents use it in their granola every single time. And they're, I think, like almost $20 a pound at H-E-B. And these were like, I want to say $10 a pound. It was like less than half the price. I told my mom when I saw it, I was like, we have to stock up on the dried cherries because they're shelf stable, they're dried, they last forever. And that was such a good deal. And they're organic and high quality, much better than what we got at H-E-B. So anyways, and it comes in this huge bag here that you'll just tear it, and then it's resealable. So that's what my mom got from Azure Standard. And for my family, we got 2 5-pound blocks of the raw mild cheddar. We love this cheese, and raw dairy is something that we try to prioritize. It's definitely not cheaper, but comparable, especially with Azure Standard, to some of the prices you can get in the local grocery store for some of the higher quality end products. So for us, it's worth it. We don't buy everything organic, but we do try to prioritize our raw dairy and organic dairy when possible. So I used to get 1 of these a month, and now I'm going up to 2 because sometimes we will run out. And so what I will do if I have leftover cheese, for instance, I have a little bit left over from my last order because we were on vacation for 10 days. I will shred that up and put it in quart freezer bags, and I will put it in the freezer. And so if I run out of cheese, or if I'm doing a bunch of like freezer cooking or I'm busy, then I will just skip shredding cheese and I will just use the frozen cheese. That way I'm not wasting it, but I'm also able to keep up with ordering a little bit more than we might need at a time. And then next, I've never ordered these from Azure Standard before, and I was kind of concerned with the glass jar. It was just rolling around in the box, but nothing broke. These are just a really high quality, like canned pickles, and no preservatives and high quality ingredients, and they are just bread and butter pickles. I don't ever can, and we don't ever make bread and butter pickles. We always just do dill. So I just got these for a little treat for myself and the kids just to have, and if we love them, then maybe we'll can some bread and butter pickles, but we usually just do dill. All right, I got some more of our apple caraway kraut. My kids love this one because it has shredded apples in with the cabbage and the caraway seeds. It's very mild, but still very nutritious and packs all the probiotics that you get from a regular sauerkraut. It's just that it has the apples, so it has a little bit of extra sweetness, and we really love this. And then my favorite barbecue seasoning, I got 2 pounds, I think, yes. Each of these is 1 pound, and this is just a barbecue seasoning. The ingredients are salt, paprika, spices, chili powder, and then it lists a couple, and then less than 2% of silicon dioxide as an anti-caking agent, celery seed, turmeric. So it's not like completely organic with nothing in it. That, you know, that it does have a little bit of the anti-caking agents, but I really like this, and the price is really good. And so I also like that it is not overly salty and it's not spicy. So I can use a heavy hand when I'm grilling, and knowing that my end product will be very flavorful, but not overly salty and not overly spicy for some of my kids who don't like extra spice. So have this. I will just keep it in these bags and dump it into my mason jar to refill. And this amount here will fit in my pint mason jar. All right, and then this is a new product that I ordered just to have in the freezer for convenience with the baby. When we go places in the summer, he eats foods that we eat, but I have to just make sure that they are small enough, safe sizes so that he doesn't choke, but he self-feeds. So having some of these that I can throw, I'm gonna immediately go put them in the freezer. Then I will just pop them out, and before we leave to go somewhere, I will take it out and it will thaw, and then he can have just a little snack. Now, I think these are probably the same as the other brand you can get from the grocery store, but the sugar is less, I think, because I compared it before I added them to my basket or my cart. So 5 grams of added sugar and 3 grams of protein per pouch. So I got raspberry rhubarb and blueberry spinach, and this is the same brand of yogurt that we buy here that we love. All right, so the last thing I got here was this case of the Nancy's Organic Probiotic Whole Milk Yogurt. We love this yogurt, and so I try to prioritize where I also do the raw dairy and the organic dairy. Whole milk dairy is very important because a lot of the vitamins in your milk are fat soluble, because God knew that you need the fat with the milk to help your body absorb the vitamins. And so for the general population, full fat dairy is a good choice, and especially young children. I cannot emphasize that enough. It's so much better for them, for their brain, to have those good fats. So whole milk, this is not Greek yogurt, but I dropped these on the way out. They slipped out of my hand, but I wanted to show you here. This is not Greek yogurt, which our preference is Greek because we prefer a high protein end product, and we like it thicker. And if you've ever seen a young child spoon feed themselves yogurt, it's like, you know, dribbling all over everything in the floor. So Greek yogurt is great because of the protein, but it's also great because it's thick, and it's much easier for little kids to feed themselves. However, this is not Greek yogurt, but you can see how thick it is. So we really enjoy this, and it lasts forever in the fridge. It is fermented or cultured with raw probiotics. And so it is a very high quality product. It is not raw dairy, but this is a high quality yogurt. And we really, really love this. So we will use this in place of like sour cream and things like that. I try not to buy too many of the similar products that can be used interchangeably. So for instance, I would just buy this yogurt for everyone. Now I am eating a lot more high protein right now because I have started lifting weights again now that I am a year postpartum and I'm feeling better and I'm able to get to the gym in the early morning hours when my husband will be here with the little ones before they wake up. And so I go to the gym. So I'm really trying to focus. I just really need a lot of protein even when I'm not exercising. So anyways, I'm eating a low-fat or fat-free Greek yogurt from Costco right now just because I really need the protein, but this is my preference. This is what I will probably go back to once I run out of the other one, just because I just prefer the high-quality dairy. But I just wanted to show you how thick this yogurt is. It's not Greek yogurt, but it's super thick. So if you're on the fence about ordering it, you know, it is lower protein than Greek yogurt, but the thickness is very similar to that of a lot of Greek yogurts. So that was the Azure Standard haul for this month of July. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. I'd love to answer them. And I will leave my link in the description box below if you'd like to join Azure Standard. It is a monthly American family farming co-op, and there is no sign up fee, there's no order minimum, and you don't have to order every month, and you don't have to pay to be a part. So I think you do have to order like $50 worth, or you have to pay a little bit more of a fee, but it's very easy to get $50 worth of high quality groceries in one order. So I wouldn't think that would be a problem for most people. And with the link in the description box, it will just help both of us out. So it will give my family a little credit to help go towards our monthly groceries. And then it will also give you guys a credit if you choose to use our link that I will leave below. So we really appreciate that. If you haven't and you enjoy the content that I share here on my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would so appreciate it to help me to grow my channel and share so that everyone can come spend some time with Lauren. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye.